Hey guys, Inquisitor59 here and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 LEGO Star Wars Rebel sets. In the past I have done top 10 videos on sets from Star Wars episodes 1 through 6. The reason why the Star Wars Rebels set video is coming out quite so late is because I wanted to make sure if there were any new Star Wars Rebel sets releasing here later in the year of 2017 and even early 2018, and sadly that's not going to be the case. So now that we have all the Star Wars Rebel sets that we're going to get for some time, I thought I'd go ahead and make this top 10 video. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 LEGO Star Wars Rebel sets. Once again, these are my opinions. You guys might have some differing ones, and I'd love to hear about those down in the comments below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And starting off at number 10, we have Kanan's speeder bike. Now this is a pretty good set. Now while the speeder bike itself is a little oversized, it still has a pretty decent design and has a lot of useful parts in it. But what I really like is it's a cheap set and you get a lot with it. You got those two crates which are useful in so many different scenarios, mocks, builds, anything. And I like that they actually include very useful parts in there. One includes regular blasters, which is kind of hard to get nowadays in large quantities, especially with the stud shooters, and the thermal detonators, which is another pretty cool, awesome piece that has many different uses. So basically, this has made the list because this set, while it may not be the best in terms of its main build, it has a lot of different uses and some great minifigures to go along with it. And moving on to number 9, we have the Rebel Combat Frigate. Now, ever since watching the Clone Wars, I've always wanted a Republic medical frigate, and we sadly have never got one up until this year, 2016, where we got the closest thing to it, and that is the Rebel Combat Frigate. Now, yes, it is somewhat undersized, and that's kind of why it didn't go higher on the list, but it's still a really nice build. They did a pretty good job. I really like how they used certain pieces like the cockpit from the Jedi Interceptor in the very front. Overall, the ship actually still looks nice even for its size, has a great interior, and of course has some awesome minifigures, with Ahsoka being the main one. And that's kind of why it came in at number 9. And moving along to number 8, a set that in a way I was a bit disappointed by, but it still is a decently good set, and that is the Phantom 2. Now, this is the second version of the Phantom, and this was a set I was super excited about because it had Grand Admiral Thrawn. I bought it. The Phantom itself, it looks good, but it's really undersized and not very accurate, and that's kind of what made this set just go lower on that list. But the reason why it's still on the list is, even though it's undersized, it had some nice colors in the blues and the lime greens. It has an awesome blinded Kanan figure and an awesome Grand Admiral Thrawn figure, and that's kind of why it ended up making the list at number 8. And moving along at number 7, we have the Inquisitor's TIE Advanced prototype. Now, this is actually a really cool build, because up until this time, it's been now almost 6 years since the last Darth Vader's TIE Advance, which is a really nice looking build. And I really like they just remodeled the entire thing with that brand new cockpit piece, not using that old brick type one. You got really good printed parts. Overall, the design is just a lot more sleeker. It looks really clean and nice, especially in this light bluish gray color. And then, of course, you get an awesome Inquisitor minifigure, very sought after. But the only reason this wasn't more higher on the list is the fact that it can't stand on its own. You try putting it on its own, on its wings, on a table or a floor, and it just falls because the wings aren't too stable. But other than that, this is a great set, really nice new redesign of a really awesome set that has been released in the past. And moving along to number 6, we have Captain Rex's ATTE. Now, the second I saw this in the show, I thought it was a really nice, very unique vehicle. And when I heard they'd actually make it into a set, I was actually kind of excited to see what they'd come up with. And I actually just really love it. I actually really like the ATTE Walker, just the Clone Wars or Episode 2 version. and I was happy that they finally released a new one, a bit more of a unique one. And this actually looks really nice. I really love those bright colors, some new parts, or new colors of some pretty awesome parts. A lot of nice stickers, a lot of like purples, blues, yellows. I just really like the overall color of the build. The ATT, of course, looks really nice by itself. But then, of course, the figures are the big part. You finally get a Rebels version of the three clones, Rex, Gregor, and Wolf. That's really awesome. But you also get the brother Inquisitor. That was a really cool figure, and actually, that's one of just a really nice interpretation of the figure in Lego, and that's why it ended up coming in at number 6. And now onto the top 5. Starting off at number 5 is the Imperial Assault Carrier. Now, while this set is undersized, of course, because the real one is much larger and it's really difficult to make such a size ship in Lego, I really like how this ship turned out. Overall, it just looks really nice. It's a really bulky ship in universe, and I kind of like Lego was able to make it really smooth and somewhat sleek looking. And of course, that the use of the mini ties is just really cool. Lego could have just popped the ship out, not included any ties, but they did. And this was actually kind of a smart design. I really like how those ties work, um, as they're able to be detached from the ship. And then, of course, it has a great interior. And of course, the minifigure is also another big part of it. Really love the new Sabine minifigure with her helmet. That's a nice one. That's the one we've been needing to get for a long time. And Agent Callus, and another great minifigure with his hair. And I'm pretty sure this was the first time we got him with his hairpiece, so that was really cool. And that's why it ended up coming in at number 5. And moving in at number 4 is the ATDP Walker, another awesome set. And this is one that I actually just really like. They did a great job making it into a Lego build. I just really like the ATDP Walker was another cool, unique walker, and I just really like that they were able to make it in the form of Lego. I'm pretty sure you're able to fit 2 minifigures in there, so that's another awesome plus. This was the first time you got the ATDP drivers, which could be used in AT-ATs and all the other walkers. So overall, I just really like this set, just the way it looks, the way it's designed, and of course, some nice minifigures with Callus, the Stormtroopers, the drivers. And I just really love walkers, and that's kind of why this came in at number 4. And at number 3, a choice that may surprise some of you, may not, it is the Imperial Troop Transport. Now let's get this out of the way. The build just does not look good. I really don't like it. But the reason it came in so high on the list is because you get 4 Stormtroopers in one set. I mean, if you look throughout all the battle packs, there's never been a time to get 4 regular white Stormtroopers in one set. This is an excellent army builder, and that's why it's coming at the number 3. But not only does it have some great minifigures, but the parts are great as well. You get a lot of different slopes, plates, flaps. You just get a ton of good pieces. Usually in battle packs, you don't get too many good pieces, but this is one of those rare exceptions where while the build might be bad, you actually get some excellent pieces in the set. So because it's a great army builder, it has some excellent pieces, that's why it came in at number 3. And at number 2, one that, again, you may have knew was on this list, this is Darth Vader's Tri-Advanced Prototype versus A-Wing Starfighter. Now this set is excellent. The Darth Vader's Tri-Advanced looks amazing. Really like the colors. I like it similar to the Inquisitors, but still has its own unique features to it. Of course, you get Darth Vader, you get Grand Admiral, or Admiral Tarkin, Grand Moff Tarkin, sorry. And this was great because, I mean, the last one we got was like almost 8 years ago in the Death Star, so it's really good. You're finally getting a new version of him. The A-Wing looks excellent. I just really love this overall design. It just looks so good on this new version of the A-Wing. Of course, the colors also are very unique. And then you get some awesome minifigures in Sabine and a brand new A-Wing pilot. So overall, this set has some great builds, great minifigures, and that's why it came in at number 2. And finally, at number 1 is the Ghost. Now, many people say that this set is well undersized, and yes, that is. But with the size and just the parts, Lego was able to make the set look really nice. Overall, I just really like the look of the Ghost, even if it's smaller. And of course, a lot of different colors. I really like when sets of unique colors, in this case, in green, dark yellow, and red. Some unique colors in ships and Star Wars that we just don't see much of. Again, other than that, then the minifigures, you get Kanan, Zeb, Hera's three pretty much main characters of the show, other than Ezra. So it's really nice. You get some of the key main figures in the set, and overall the ship looks nice, has some nice features, and that's why it came in at number 1. Alright, but there you go. So there was a look at my top 10 LEGO Star Wars Rebel sets. So, if you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up would be great, and do not forget to subscribe and check out some of my other videos like my Wayne Manor mock, as well as some of my other LEGO Star Wars mocks down in my channel below. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you agree with this list? Do you not? I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. This is BrickWizard59. Stay tuned for more videos coming very soon, and I'll see you all next time.